right? So today, top of your page, we're talking about mastering your morning routine. Mastering the morning routine. So problem is, for most agents, is knowing what are the activities that you need to be doing to be working on every single day, right? Regardless if you have a ton of business on the go or whether your pipeline is completely empty, right? What are those routines that, avoid the ups and downs in real estate, where you just have simple, steady growth, just simply going up every single month, right? We're working, and it comes down to the top agents follow a very specific routine. So the solution really is understanding what's that productive routine that you should be following, because we all follow a routine, right? Every single day you are following a routine. Now the question is it productive? Is it meeting your needs? Is it getting you to where you want to be, right? Tom talks about how your goals may be here, but your actions may be taking you there. And what we need to do is align those actions with your goals, right? So the two most powerful human emotional needs are the needs for certainty and the needs for connection. Fortunately, during these times that we're in right now, we must accept that both of these are in very, very short supply. So in the meantime, what do you need to be doing? You need to be filling your day with projects, even the smallest project, because every accomplishment strengthens your confidence. It breeds that positivity. Working on a routine that's bringing in a little bit of action. Like, here's your goal, here are your actions, but if we do it a little bit, just a little bit of time, little bit, finally, you'll get your actions aligned with your goals. So first thing I wrote down, number one, is know the importance of a routine, right? Why is this important to you? So a powerful routine or rituals can increase the strength of your immune system. Did you know that it's actually physically improves you? It improves your mental stability and your emotional state. The key to being successful in real estate or in business is creating the right routine that gets you there. Now, if you think about it, look from an athlete's perspective. All truly great athletes have a powerful routine, right? Tom Brady is a great example of that, right? A great athlete whose routine is a testament to his success, following that routine. So the second thing I wrote down is understanding how your brain works. How does your brain work, right? See, your conscious brain, which is considered the CEO of your brain, takes control and gives orders. That's what it's doing. So you're using your conscious mind to say, hey, this is what I want. This is what you use to define your goals, to define your processes, to define and articulate what it is that you want. You use your conscious mind for that. But did you know that it's your non-conscious mind, or consider your subconscious mind? That's the one that's following through with all those millions and millions of tiny actions that are necessary to get us to those goals. So if that's the case, are you following a simple routine that your subconscious mind can say, hey, I'm good with this. This is what we're doing. And you know what that's called? It's called the reticular activated system. That's what it's called. It's the RAS in your brain. It's where the processing of is taking place, right? It's like the Google of your brain. That's what it is, right? So when you find, hey, this is what I want to do, and now your subconscious mind takes over. It's that repetition. Tony Robbins once coined the phrase that it takes 21 days to create a habit. Now, to be honest with you guys, that's not true, right? It takes about 90 days to create a habit. So that's when the subconscious mind is like, okay, we good now. Okay, I know what I have to do. So let's keep doing it, right? Let's keep doing that. Now the conscious mind kicks in, right? You've used your conscious mind, that CEO of your brain, to say, this is what I want to do. And you know what? We have to keep using that CEO to keep aligning that subconscious mind, the non-conscious mind, to keep aligning the brain. They say, no, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. And once you do that, after those 90 days, it becomes that habit. It becomes that ritual. Right. The cool thing is, I don't know if you guys know this, just a side note, is learning new things creates new electronical kind of pathways in your brain. And this happens at any age. So that whole idea of you can't teach an old dog new tricks is bull, right? That's not true. You can always learn new stuff. You can always it's never too late to set yourself in the right routine. Right? I mean, brain research has shown that your brain can do up to 10 quadrillion actions in a second. Think of that, quadrillion. Like, I mean, that's huge, right? And if you program your brain to concentrate on the positive, on the things that you want, then you're going to program and be mindful of the things that you need to be done. Right? So your brain is extremely powerful, and this is what's going to get you to your goals, right? So the third thing I wrote down is routine, right? Routine creates that certainty. Routine creates that confidence. Just like I mentioned with Tom Brady, you know, a consistent breakfast diet, a stretching routine, morning routine, everything, you know, even at night, visualizing the outcome, visualizing winning, that is all part of a routine. My question to you is your routine powerful enough? Or is there room for improvement? So let's jump right into what should your routine look like, right? And I'm going to use Tom Ferry's MEDS. You guys remember MEDS? MEDS. You guys remember that, right? So M stands for meditation, right? Take on the day with confidence. New routine will help you do that. So by meditating, right? Having, for example, part of the meditation would be having good mentors that you can follow. Right? Maybe reading something positive, right? I'm a fan of journaling, right? That would be part of the meditation, like that process of writing out what are you grateful for in this world, the 8 to 10 things that you are grateful for in this world. This is all part of that mindset, all part of the meditation, right? Maybe list out the things that made you happy in the last 24 hours. That's very powerful. Right? Program the non-conscious brain to envision the positive that you want in today. What is it that you want to accomplish today? Visualizing that for you, right? You know, simply reviewing your goals, right? This will help you in that mindset. And here's the best thing. Please don't watch the news. You don't have to, right? Don't watch the news because there's nothing good on the news. Right? So when we look at meds, I would say the first one, meditation, M, is to get yourself on the right mindset, right? Very powerful in a morning routine. E, exercise. Do you take the time every day to exercise? Now, I'm not saying that you need to go do a P90X workout, an hour and a half workout every single day. That's not what I'm saying at all. However, do you get up and just stretch? Can you go walk around the block? Right? It's like you have to exercise every day. The importance of exercise is I can't stress enough. Right? Are you doing that every single day in your morning routine? Right? Remember that when you exercise, it releases dopamine, right? And endorphins in your brain that helps you make you feel good. Right? Make this a priority. Right? Perhaps when you are exercising, you're listening to a podcast. Now you're doing that multitasking, getting your brain to change and also using your brain to exercise, right? So E is exercise. D is diet. Tell me about your diet. Do you eat healthy, right? Are you having too much sugar in your diet, right? Think about that. What's your diet? Sugar, your body can't process sugar. You should not have that in your diet. Right? But are you waking up in the morning and having a healthy, nutritious breakfast? And a bagel and the coffee is not a nutritious breakfast. I'm just letting you know, just so you know. right? So your diet would be key to a positive routine, right? And then the last one, and when it comes to meds, is sleep. Sleep is extremely important because establishing regular sleep and waking patterns will help you, right, be alert, be ready, and be productive every single morning, right? It's also a key to avoid exercising just before going to bed. And if you're going to wind down in that evening time, right, what are you doing? What's that evening routine that you have? Are you listening to something motivational? Are you reading something, right? What is it that you do to unwind in the evening so that you can have a great night's sleep, right? And I would definitely recommend not drinking a cup of coffee in the evening, because that messed me up this morning like no one's business, right? It was crazy, right? 4 o'clock in the afternoon having a cup of coffee did not work for me this morning. Terrible night's sleep, right? So what are you doing to get yourself unwind in the evening? All right. I have a few other points I want you to write down, additional things that you can incorporate into your routine. But before I get into that, I want to show you an example of a schedule, because at the end of the day, your schedule or your morning routine, what you do in the morning will then dictate into the afternoon and evening. So I'm a fan of saying, hey, that morning should be etched in stone. This is my morning routine, because once it's etched in stone, that afternoon and evening will take care of itself, right? You don't have to worry about what happens after 12 noon. So I'm going to give you an example of some schedules two schedules that you may want to consider. So the first one, you guys see the schedule?
Yeah.
Okay. So here is an example. This is Tom Toole's schedule. He gets up at 4:50 in the morning, right? Has a 5-minute kind of motivational call. It's the 5 a.m. call. He gets himself prepared for the day, right? Jam session. I really don't know what that is, right? He does work out. He's very much a Peloton rider, right? And then from 7 to 8, he's getting himself ready. 8:15 to 8:30, he has an accountability call. Do you have an accountability call? Something to think about. Having someone with you accountable so you can, stay on your schedule, right? Gets to the office and look, he's prospecting for 2 hours. Then he does run a team. So he's meeting with his staff, right? Maybe meeting with his team. He's got lead follow-up, and then he's got appointments in the afternoon. But you see how everything's dictated from 4:50 all the way to 1:30? And then that whole 1:30 to 7, it doesn't matter. It's basically appointments, more lead follow-up meetings. And as you can see here, 4 to 6, if he does not have an appointment, he is doing more lead gen. Okay, that is an example of a powerful morning routine. Here on the other side, you can see it, 4:30 to 5, get up, drive through the drive time, 5 to 8, all pieced together, working out, getting ready, in the office by 8, affirmation, scripts, visualization. And then here, in this case, this is more of a single agent without a team, doing 4 hours of lead gen. Why so much lead gen? What do you guys think he should be doing? He's doing so much lead gen. It's the most important thing you could be doing right now, right? Yeah. In today's market, this is the most important thing you could be doing, right? And then I like this idea of setting up specific appointment times. And if you don't have an appointment times, hours of power, and then here he's gone. If you're done your hours of power or prospecting, you could be heading home at 5 o'clock and you're done for the day. Are these two powerful schedules?
Can I ask you a question, Danny?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I find for myself, I find that's a lot of hour of power. Mm-hmm. But when you say hour of power, I know if you're texting and talking real estate with somebody, it counts as hour of power. Yeah. But let's say you're doing a lot of mailing. Okay. Would you consider that hour of power also?
No.
No way.
The only time you consider hours of power and is only if you're able to connect with someone and they're able to connect with you immediately, like to connect with you. So I can't count that as hours of power because I'm just mailing something out. And to be quite honest with you, anyone can mail something out for you. You don't have to mail out for anybody, right? So hours of power we count the texting, the email, the direct emails, but the only way we can count that as a conversation is if they reply to you. I send Owen an email. Hey, what's going on? Just wanted to follow up. When are we able to, when are you thinking of putting them home in the market? Blah, blah, blah. And he replies back, hey, we're kind of thinking we're just getting the backsplash done in the kitchen. We're hoping that this weekend we're going to meet with agents. That's a conversation. Now I'll go back. Great. Is there any way we can set an appointment for Monday, Tuesday, whatever? See, that's what I'm looking for. That's connection. And what you need to do is quite simply allocate the time in your schedule when you're going to be doing that. It needs to be set in stone. That's why the morning routine is set in stone, right? In the mornings, I'm going to do it from this hour to that hour, and I'm going to do my best to connect to as many people as possible. Now, I'll be honest with you. Face-to-face is the best reception. That's where you see their face, you get that reaction with them. You can really get deep with the client face-to-face. The second best, in my opinion, would be over the phone, right? Connecting with people because you get to hear them. You get to qualify them at that moment. Texting, emails, DMing people, you don't have that personal feel. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But you do need to have a very specific time without interruptions. This is what I'm doing, right? The morning routine. And again, everything you do before that lead gen period is setting yourself up for that success. You can't be walking into the office after driving in terrible weather, terrible traffic, whatever it may be, come into the office, put down your bag, and then start making your calls. You can't do that. You're gonna have a terrible time connecting with people because you're not in the right frame of mind. So you need to put yourself in the right frame of mind. You need to chant some affirmations, visualize, practice what you're going to say to people, right? This is all part of it in getting on the phones. All right, great question. Any other questions, folks? All right, we're going to continue this conversation in the next couple of days. So please unmute yourselves. Please unmute yourselves. I'm curious, what day is today?
Money-making day.
That's right. It's a money-making day. If you're on this call, it's a money-making day for you. So what do you need to do to improve your routine? What do you have to start implementing that you're not? You guys are awesome. I'll talk to all of you tomorrow. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Danny.